What is up, earners? This is Matt from On Target Earnings. We are talking about the one thing that you can say 5 to 10 times per client interaction to make way more sales. If you're on social media like me, you see a lot of people criticizing salespeople and talking about how no one's focusing on value anymore. What does that mean? What is value? That's what a lot of us actually feel. We want to sell value. We don't want to be pitching widgets, features, functions, products, and services that are totally generic. We want to actually help people and make sales. So how do you become someone who actually sells value? Well, if you've been with this channel for a while, you know that we have countless videos talking about how the only way to understand what the value is to the client is through non-stop open-ended questions. Even when you think you know it all, ask 10 more questions about them. Get them talking about themselves. So just to be clear, this video assumes that you've been doing plenty of that and you actually know what it is their desired future state looks like. If that's an automobile, they have an automobile that is their desired future state, where it's a car that's big enough for them to fit their dogs and travel up north and have extra safety features for their newborn that they're really concerned about. You've got them to orate to you why they're looking for a car. Not just because they want one and they want one that's big, but what their desired future state would look like. Or if you're selling something like enterprise software, you've gotten them to detail to you how their business will be functioning when this solution is in place. The awards the business will be getting. The pat on the head they'll personally be getting from management when costs are saved, when sales go up. The next round of funding they'll be getting when they're able to prove to their potential investor that they're able to move up their customer satisfaction score. So assuming that you've already used questions to get your prospect to communicate and visualize what their desired future state is, you can use the advice I'm about to give you next. And as always, there's no filler on this channel, so please make sure you stick around to the end so you can get the full picture of how to use this strategy. What I want you saying as much as possible in every client interaction is this. Now this is valuable because, this is valuable because I heard you say, this is valuable because I heard XYZ person say, this is valuable because you said, this is valuable because you said, this is valuable because you said. Did I say that enough times for you all to make it stick? By the way, they say if you say something 3 times in a row, it really makes it stick. Use that however you choose. If you are struggling to sell value, or someone has told you that you're not good at selling value to customers, or you're frankly just not making enough sales, every time that you're done with your little monologue, your little soliloquy about a feature, a function, a service, an award, I want you to stop and say, and this is valuable because you said, and repeat back to them what you pulled out from them originally. Let's say, for example, simple example, I talked about a couple coming in to buy a car for me who wants to drive up north periodically to visit their family. If I talk about the 4-wheel drive, I don't just say, and you said you want 4-wheel drive, and guess what? We have 4-wheel drive. That's checking a box. There's no value whatsoever. Of course, as we can see here, we do have 4-wheel drive. And this is valuable because you said really important for you to get up north, see the family, and the last thing that you want to be worrying about is your means of transportation. And if you do run into some snow, even though you personally live in an area that doesn't snow a lot, you want to make sure that you can power right through that. The ability to go see your family up north without having to think about it, without having to have that hanging over you, is going to be really valuable. I'm sure you can tell I obviously pulled that information out of them earlier by asking questions. Why do you want 4-wheel drive? Why do you want to go up north? Who's up north? How often do you go up north? How many people do you like to see when you go up there? Have you had issues before when you went up north? So on and so forth. So if you're taking care of all of that, which is 101, my friends, and after each time you hit on anything, whether it's a customer who validated you, whether it's an award you won, whether it's a cool feature, whether it's differentiation, whether it's a product enhancement, whether it's a service enhancement, I need you to follow up each thing you say with, and this is valuable because you said. This is valuable because your colleague said. This is valuable because your spouse said. This is valuable because last time we spoke, I thought I heard you say, and tie in what you know about them. If you are listening back to any of your calls and you can see that you are on a 60-minute engagement with a prospect and you don't say the saying, this is valuable because at least 5 times, then you aren't selling value. And at that point, you need to ask yourself, why aren't you? Is it because you're not saying this sentence? If so, easy fix. Make sure you do it 5 to 10 times per call. If the reason you're not doing it is because you don't know what they said, that helps you understand that many calls before this, you didn't ask enough questions. So you don't know what they said. So you can't say this is valuable because you said. because you don't even know what they said. My friends, it is that easy to start selling more value. If you sell better value, you sell a lot more, but you also sell better solutions to clients that are gonna be a better fit for them, so they'll stay with you longer, they'll appreciate you, and they'll actually start recommending you to friends and family. They won't even know why they feel like you care so much. All they're gonna know is that they feel good about you. And the reason that they feel good about you is because you are constantly saying, this is not why this thing is cool. This is why this thing is valuable and valuable to you based on what you told me. So that is it, my friends. That is how you can actually start selling value. Just force yourself to say, this is valuable because you said, and everything else will fall into place. Remember, earners, tough times in sales don't last. Tough salespeople do. Go out there and have a great day. We'll catch you next time.